So, dude, honestly, I think you can. Like, don't, there were times where I don't think I could. And now I can. Like, I actually have had some experiences lately where I've gone on dates and stuff where I am like worried that like I'm being too serious. And like the girl's reaction kind of doesn't really say that I am, because like the girls are very attracted to me. But like I think like when me and Troy give feedback, it's really case by case. So if you're in the club in like a high energy environment and you feel high energy, you should go in and feel high energy and like articulate, just approach with the energy that you naturally have, but with conviction, right? But if you're feeling low energy, like for example in the mall, and you're just like walking around and you go up like, hey, what's up, I want blah blah blah, I want to meet you, like it comes off incongruent because you're not really high energy. You're trying to be high energy because that's the thing that'll get the girl or get her attention, get her hooked. When the thing that'll actually get her hooked is fully like just unapologetically expressing how you are feeling in that moment, but like unapologetically. So not like, say you're feeling shy, just being like, oh, I'm like kind of shy right now, that's hilarious, right? That is way different than, oh, I'm like kind of shy right now, I'm sorry, right? Like there's a big difference there. And so a lot of times like guys will hear like, oh, be congruent, be.
It's like you're not interested in exploring.
Well, I mean, you can ask a question and then I can tell you the actions that I think would help there. Like, because at the end of the day, yeah, there's no excuse that's going to be like good enough to like, make it so you don't have to take action, or you shouldn't take action on it. But like, if you feel like, me saying that, hey, you should like lean into, if you're feeling low energy, just really just like unapologetically be kind of low energy and being like, yeah, I'm like tired, I'm talking to you, but I really wanted to meet you. Or, you approach a girl after like double taking a couple times and you're like, hey, what's up? I like almost didn't come up and talk to you. I was almost like a total coward, but what's up? I want to meet you. I'm Tim. Like just getting in the habit of being very like authentic, unapologetic.
Yeah, you want specific answers, specific situations. You ever think like maybe a certain place?
I mean, if you believe that, then yeah, then you should. Yeah, like dude, if you believe, and that doesn't even mean like you should keep going to the same place. Like I'm not like a, just because something's true, just because like technically you could get girls at a certain mall, or you can't get girls at a certain mall, or you think that, but you could in reality. That doesn't mean that like, changing things up wouldn't help, right? So whatever you think would help, like in terms of like changing where you go, changing clubs, changing venues, changing bars, like changing things up just in general, it does help if you think it helps. So I would like, if you want, try it out, test it out, because sometimes you get a new environment and you feel more free, you feel more relaxed, you feel looser, because you're not always going to the same place. And that I think is like, because at a certain point, and I've noticed this with like certain coffee shops I go to work, like at a certain, that's why actually I like doing the calls at different locations, is because I'm not tied down to like the type of person that I'm used to being in this location, which is like kind of a weird thing. But it's like once you get in the habit of like being like introverted at this one place, or unable to go talk to people, or you feel like people are judging you at this one place, like maybe going to another place lets you like set your mind free from that just a little bit, at least enough to the point where you can make some sort of change in the behavior. And so you're not in those habits. So yeah, like try it out. Because like the power of beliefs really, I mean, it's very powerful. So I would try, you might as well. Because like there are certain points where like, yes,
I got it.
Give it a shot, try different places, mix things up. I'm also just like, for everybody here, if you feel like you're kind of in a rut, or you feel like you're kind of stuck, change your routine. Like just change things up. Because after a month or after 2 months, you know, as long as the base actions are still taking place. Like for me, I have business stuff I have to do. I have to talk to people. Like I'm going on my way. Like I have like 3 focuses right now. It's like my business, my social life, and my fitness. And that's like my main focuses. As long as I'm doing the actions that I need to in those areas, I'm good. And then I try to, like, there are times for
Cool.
and then yeah, so that's all I have to say on that. Because like, yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, going back to the original question of how to deal with rejection, like the only reason that rejection feels bad is when we give up and just let rejection happen without making changes. And so even for your own mental state, if you have to like make a change, like going to a different venue because you think it might change things, it's like that's still a good reason. You know, changing malls you go to, or going to a park during the day, or whatever, that can affect how you feel about rejection. Because it's like, well, I have all these options. I can, doesn't matter. You know, you can create abundance a lot of places in your life. This is actually probably just a good lesson for everyone here. It's like you can create abundance like in your head, like very easily. It's like you can go from like get rejected at like the coffee shop, like, or not just at one coffee shop, but you know, like a shopping street or whatever, like 3 or 4 times. And then you're like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna go to this park. And then, okay, well, tomorrow I can go here. Tomorrow I can go there. You know, you can go to different places because, and that kind of creates that abundance in your head too. If you're just like, so that kind of helps you deal with rejection. I mean, making changes in general, making changes that could work, or knowing you have the ability to make changes beyond, like, just noticing the fact that you have the ability to make changes and make adjustments. That really, like, I mean, that really helps with rejection, helps you cope with it, helps you deal with it.